Hey guys, Simplord here on Sim Talks, and welcome back to another video. In tonight's video, I want to talk about my thoughts on the game called Creepypasta Land and why I think it needs a remaster. So, for those of you that don't know what Creepypasta Land is, if you've been on YouTube for a long time like me, and you watch YouTubers like yamimash or Luigikid Gaming or various other YouTubers, you probably know this game because they have played this game in the past in their past videos. So I want to talk about this game. So it is a game involving classic creepypasta characters, as you'll see in the Wikia. Um, it's a lot, and to be honest, I have watched a lot of gameplay on it, and needless to say, the game itself is pretty good. However, there's just a few issues I have with it, or maybe just one issue, or maybe two, I don't know. But the person who created this game goes by Lucas, the name of the person right here. Now, why do I think this game should have a remaster? I mean, it's quite simple. Number one, if you watched gameplay of it in the past by Luigikid Gaming or yamimash, if you watch either of those YouTubers, you may notice that the game's grammar, like when the text box appears in some of the parts, like, let's just say like this text box for an example. I have noticed that the game's grammar isn't really that good. Now, why do I think that? Because, well, let's just say there's a lot of spelling errors in some of the text boxes in the game. And I do think that the reason why I say it deserves a remaster is because of the grammar. And what I think should happen in this remaster is that the grammar in the game should at least be fixed. Now, there is another one too. There is another one too called Creepypasta Land 2. There is another one. It's called Creepypasta Land 2 SCP Force, made by the same creator, Lucas. And it has other characters involved, like Tiki Toby. Like if you see right there, there's Tiki Toby. They also have other characters like Clockwork, Your Time Is Up. Even though a lot of people don't like that story, but the character's alright. Now, why do I think Creepypasta Land should have a remaster? I think it should be a big remastered game. If I'm gonna be blunt, it should at least have see Luigikid played it in the past. It should at least have a remaster of both the first and second. And with the grammar being fixed, in the text boxes, and there's more time and effort into the game too. Now, I don't know if Lucas is still alive. Like, I really don't know, but if he comes across this by any chance, if you're still out there, man, I genuinely think you should remaster the game, since you clearly are the creator of the game. You should fix the spelling, grammar, spelling errors in the text box of the game. If you are planning to do a remastered version. And I think, have the second one in the remaster. And here's another suggestion I have. You should also include other characters that I actually want to see if you ever decide to make a remaster, if you're still alive. You should add other characters, like, the Marble Hornets, like Masky, Hoodie, Kate the Chaser from Slender the Arrival. We all know Kate the Chaser if you guys have played Slender the Arrival. I also think you should add, just remember to give the credit to the artists. You should also include the puppeteer from a Creepypasta character made by Bleeding Heartworks. Candy Pop, you should include him in the game too, in the remastered edition. And I also think you should include Jason the Toymaker made by Chrysantiel. Who else do you want to include? Zero by Zombie Punk Rat, another one. There's plenty to choose from. Oh, and don't forget, a Bloody Painter, a Creepypasta character made by Luigikid, and Judge Angels is another one. You should include them in the remaster too. And I know you have Smile Dog. Oh yeah, you should also include Grinny Cat. If you don't know who that is, look up that character. Yeah. Like I know you included Laughing Jack and Slenderman and Jeff the Killer and the rest of the classics in there, but I'm just giving tips and suggestions and a little bit of criticism on this game. Now, the game itself, the first and second, is good, but like I said, you should at least try to remaster it and fix the grammar and the text boxes and all. In the dialogue text boxes, and that way, and then also add extra characters to the game too, because many of Creepypasta fans, like myself, I love the classics. I don't care for that new shit. I don't. I don't care for that fucking new shit. I prefer classics only. So I'm just giving you some tips, a little bit of criticism on the game, and suggestions. So yeah, if you're still alive, of course, and if you do come across this by any chance, Lucas, since I know you're the creator, I hope to see a remaster of this game, of both first and second someday, like first and second combined together, grammar being fixed on the dialogue, text boxes, and more effort is put into the games, the first and second, together in the remaster, and add extra characters to the game. Like, I know you added Tiki Toby, like I could see him right there, Tiki Toby, and right at the right of the screen. And I know you added Clockwork. You added SCP-173, because it's called SCP Force, the second one. But yeah, but I do think Puppeteer, Candy Pop, Jason the Toymaker, Bloody Painter, Judge Angels, Nurse Anne, that's another one that should be added. Look that one up. Zero. Yeah, and just remember to credit the artists who made those characters, always, so you don't get in trouble by them, just as long as you give them credit to add them to the game. So that's always a good thing, just make sure you credit them. Yeah. So anyways, this is all pretty much what I gotta say. While I do love the game, I don't plan to play it because this computer I use doesn't allow gaming. But I've watched gameplay of this game from Luigikid Gaming and Yamimash and a few others. Creepypasta Land 1 and 2 are pretty good. I know there's a 3D version too, but I do think there should be a remastered version of this. And I've explained why. And if Lucas, if you're still out there, you ever come across this by any chance, I hope you're able to take my ideas to granted and take my criticism to granted and maybe fix some, errors and add more, time and effort and extra characters to the games in your remastered version. So yeah, while I do like the game, like I said, I love the classics. I'll always love the classics. So anyways, hope you all have a great day or night, wherever you're at. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys whenever I feel like uploading again. Bye.